Simas, take us through getting adjusted to Cincinnati and what it's been like in this town and getting used to this team.
I feel like I only have good things to say. I mean, first of all, adjustment isn't really new to me. When I was like 16, I moved to Germany from Lithuania. Then after 2 years, I moved to Butler, and this was all by myself without my family. So I feel like adjusting to a new environment and a new comfort zone is kind of usual to me. I'm not gonna say usual, but it's not really hard. So most of it was just I was very excited to get here. So and it all lived up to my expectations, and I've just been having a lot of fun. It's all been great.
I apologize for my ignorance in advance. Just so I know, the thing over the S in your last name, what is that called and which direction does it go?
It's like a V kind of, so it goes upwards, and that basically makes my name Lukosius instead of Lukosius. So it's kind of like
the other way, what it would be.
There's no such thing in the Lithuanian alphabet, so there's only that.
So I'm all right. Just
Yeah, so basically that makes a SH sound.
all right, we won't do that then. Victor was ecstatic that you got on the roster. He expounded upon that last week. So how are you guys getting along?
I mean, we're getting along pretty well. I'd say the relationship between Lithuanians and Russians hasn't been great in history, but we're doing all right so far. So, yeah.
Kind of a follow up on that, was him being here a big reason why you chose to come to Cincinnati? Just having that kind of familiarity?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm not gonna say big reason, like not in terms of like, oh, there's a European on the team, so I want to go play with a European, but just in terms of the skill he has, and I feel like we can be a great duo on the court, and we can complement each other well. But then also, of course, the relationship. And from my visit, I had a good time with him, so I felt like there's already a person here that is going to be a part of my circle, and yeah, that also really helped.
Wes has mentioned multiple times the versatility you bring to this roster. Can you just describe your game for fans who maybe haven't had much viewing of you?
I mean, if you're gonna come and expect dunks from me and rim protecting, I'm not gonna provide that, at least this year yet. Wes hasn't gotten that out of me, but yeah, I'd say versatility is one of my biggest strengths. I can play almost every position, I guess, and I rely a lot on my decision making and shooting. I really like to create for others and for myself. And I've always been a less athletic guy, so I've had to learn how to play the game of basketball and use that to my advantage. So I'd say that's the main attraction point of my game.
As a follow up, how much does it help having a guy like C.J. Frederick and Dan Skillings playing next to you?
It's very helpful. I just love the whole roster. I mean, we have we have deadly shooters, we have great finishers, we have lob threats. There's a lot of fun that I can have with creating for them and them creating for me. So yeah, it's been really fun to practice, like I said, this whole off season.
Where do you feel like you took the biggest jump this off season?
I'd say just as after my freshman year and this year, I feel like just the experience I've gained from last year, it just gave me so much confidence heading into the next year. So I'm really excited for my junior year again, because I feel like I've just developed in every facet of my game. And I really think Coach West's probably not going to agree, but I think my defense took a step, because especially this defensive system, it really pushes me a lot to stay in front of my man a lot, and I feel like I've been doing pretty well this summer.
Went through a Big East schedule last year, going into Big 12 this year, power conference, a lot of travel, a lot of big time games each and every night. Do you feel like you can add a nice sounding board for some other guys in this roster who maybe don't have that power conference experience yet?
Yeah, I feel like I know the importance of staying together and never checking out mentally, even though it might be easy to do so. So I feel like I can definitely stress the importance of that to the guys who might think that, oh, this is our 7th game in a row of, in 2 weeks. And yeah, I definitely think that experience will be helpful.
You talk about your decision to come to Cincinnati a little bit. Just walk us through what your relationship is like with Coach Wes Miller Coach Dollar, Coach Morgan? What has that process been like for you this offseason?
It was difficult because in a transfer portal you don't have that much time to get to know the coaches, but the relationship is really great. The main thing that drew me here was the coaching staff because I feel like I have a big trust in them, and I feel like we share our ambitions. So I think they know what I want in my career, and I think they're the right people to help me achieve that. And I also think that I'm the right player to help them achieve what they want to achieve.
Have you been able to throw a lob so high that Aziz couldn't catch it yet?
No, I don't know if that's possible.
Have you
but
tried?
I haven't tried. I might have to do that.
What was it about your relationship with Coach Adams that helped solidify Cincinnati as a contender? You had a lot of people that were coming after you.
Really, and also this is not just Coach Adams, but I put a lot of attention to how the coaching staff is going to treat my father and just my family in general. And I feel like the fact that Coach West and all the assistant coaches put a lot of focus on recruiting not just me, but the people around me. And as far as me, I really rely on my dad a lot in my decision making, and that really helped.
They went to see him, right?
Yeah. they
Was
did.
that major?
Yeah, very major.
Are they around here? Your family?
No, they're back home in Lithuania.
Anything else for Simas?
Thanks, man.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.